Welcome back to Confluence Conversations, the podcast that celebrates education, innovation, and the people who make a difference every day. I'm your host, Haley Bruick, and today's episode dives into discussion with Dr. Ava Smith, a district instructional technology coach at Confluence Academies. Dr. Smith is a former classroom teacher and now does instructional technology with students and staff in the district. She has former experience starting her own podcast and really thought it would be great to start a podcast at Confluence Preparatory Academy with the students. This conversation shines a light on how care and connection with students and staff fuel academic and personal growth outside the classroom. Welcome, Dr. Smith.
Thank you so much for having me today, Ms. Bruick.
Love to have you here. Let's start with you telling us a little bit about yourself and what you do here at Confluence.
Okay, awesome. Well, I started in Confluence back in 2012 as a classroom teacher. I did special education for about a year, and then I went and taught sophomore English. And so I did that roughly nine and a half years, I guess, or so. Left the district, came back, and I'm excited to now be a district instructional technology coach. Absolutely love my role. I love working with the students and the staff. All things technology, especially with the kids. Since we are a Google district, it's pretty cool just seeing them use the software and the different systems that we have in the classroom.
So define for us instructional coach, because I think within education we kind of know what that is, but it's a new term.
Yeah, so basically it's, instruction in the classroom, outside the classroom, but with my particular role as technology is incorporating technology into the classroom with the students. The teachers are able to use Chromebooks, and then we do have one of our teachers use Macs in her classroom as well. And so we want to make sure that the kids are able to use technology within the curriculum that the teachers teach them. Because we're in 2025, everything is technology, right? We went through COVID, and so a lot of AMI and instruction through the computer and whatever device they use in the districts. And so just making sure that they have those skills and strategies that they need that's not in a textbook. So anything incorporating with technology.
Well, that seems to segue us right into podcasting because you were instrumental, if not the reason we have podcasting at Confluence.
Well, thank you. I'm excited about it. I'm really excited to get it started. So,
what made you do that, or what made you want to start that here? Bring it here.
Well, I had my own personal podcast during COVID, and so I did that. It was a lot of fun. Did it through my house, within my house, and so I really enjoyed doing that with other people. But as far as our students getting involved, Confluence started a podcast at South City with the younger students, and I was like, oh, that'd be really cool to do at the high school because we do have a lot of students who do outside things. Some of them have their own businesses. They talk about different topics related to, it could be childhood traumas, it could be servicing, doing projects and things of that nature. And so I thought it'd be really cool just to do it with the high school students and give them a different look and avenue of different things they could do outside of just getting a high school diploma.
So, Dr. Smith, this is a little bit of a different podcast because I'm actually the teacher at Confluence Academies.
Amazing teacher, yes.
Well, thank you very much. Very kind. Who is benefiting from you bringing the podcast to CPA.
Absolutely.
So how are we doing on your vision?
Exceeding, I would say, at this point. So I'm excited that you agreed to join and jump in and be along on this journey. I think that with your journalism experience that you have with the students and the things that you do with them, this is perfect. This is a whole nother segue to them learning how to do different things outside of, creative writing and journalism and doing a yearbook and media and things of that nature. It's just a whole nother entity. There's so many students who do these YouTube videos and they have different things they do on TikTok. So why not start a podcast? They already use their phones for everything. So I'm excited. I think this is going to be great.
Yeah, same. I mean, I've watched the students grow and get into it, and they have so much fun when they leave here.
Yeah.
And that you and I work so well together, and it's just a growing podcast here. Speaking of that growing, what challenges do you see facing?
I think just getting our kids acclimated to how to run a podcast, using the equipment and things of that nature, and just learning how to speak, being eloquent, things of that nature. So just teaching them how to grow within this process, and we're going to grow as educators as well. So I think that's the biggest piece.
It's kind of fun learning with them,
Absolutely.
actually. And some of the students have already taught me some stuff, that they already know that
Right.
I don't, especially with Canva. So again, your experience as instructional technology coach and pushing Canva out
Correct.
and all those other great technologies that help instruction.
Yeah, there's so many things out there that I'm still learning. I'm not one of the students, but I absolutely love TikTok. I call it TikTok University because there's so many things you can get from it, different tools and software and programs that we can learn how to use and incorporate, I think, with this podcast. So
Fantastic. How do you see this work of service and support starting a podcast shaping the culture here at Confluence?
I hope that it brings a new light of experiences to not just our students, but also to our staff, to let them know this is it's a safe space. Whatever conversations we decide to have, it allows them to express themselves in a way that they may not be able to express themselves in other ways, and just get to network with other people. Whatever outside entities we decide to bring in to either educate them and teach us different things, and maybe if they go out into the community and interview people, I think it'd be great for them to just learn, different avenues and see different things and organizations and how they work.
Well, and we do have Confluence Conversations, which this is a part of that.
Right.
And then we have our school, Titans Talk. We have had students participate on both sides in that. And next year, hoping that we will have a student host for Confluence Conversations.
Absolutely. I think it'll happen. We just got to get them out there and push them.
And practice.
Yep.
And that all helps. You said you have your own personal podcast. Do you have any advice for someone, a student per se, or anyone who wants to start that?
Keep going. Start it. Let's just start there. Just start it, right? You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fumble. You learn from those, and you just keep going. You fix, you ask. I'm a big advocate. If I don't know, I'm going to ask. I'm going to find somebody that can assist or somebody that can lead me and guide me in the right direction. So I would say if you're going to start that podcast or whatever it is, go forth and do it.
Tell me about your podcast. Or tell us, not just me.
I don't have it anymore just because work started and all of these different things. I was working on my doctorate at the time, so it's just a lot. But I have my own small business, and it's called She, and it stands for Strong, Humble, Effective Influencer. And so I did She Conversations in my podcast, and I interviewed different people, whether with educators, athletes, just I'd have a script, but we'd also just have a basic conversation about the topic of the day. And so it was really cool. It was fun. Because it was during COVID, I was able to interview people from all over the world. So that was cool. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. It was something to do. During COVID, we were cooped up in the house. So
will you pick that back up one day?
Maybe. I don't know. Right now, I'm enjoying this. So
yeah, it's kind of fun, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us. Did I forget anything? Anything else you want to mention to our viewer?
I don't know if I have anything in particular, but I will say look forward to the future.
Well, that's all the time we have for this Confluence Conversations. Thank you for joining us. Dr. Smith, thank you for being here and having this conversation.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
And if you would like to subscribe, we will put the link at the show notes. And have a great day.